Alright, so I'm gonna start doing these weekly reviews on a weekend when I got time. Um, I think it's better for me to do it through recordings um, instead of Notion or Discord messages. I think more um, it's more visually appealing to me, and is I think a process is better if I could just watch over what I'm saying and breaking it down instead of just reading it through messages. So yeah, um, I'm gonna do weekly reviews, and then I'm gonna do a quick weekly outlook of what I'm expecting for the next week. So I could just the next week. Could just go back to this video and see if I had the correct weekly bias and if my expectations played out. So yeah, weekly review on DXY. I didn't really have a strong weekly bias because on this week I was expecting a bearish week because we've taken out the buy side. We closed bearish even though we had this bullish weekly fair value gap. I was expecting this week to push lower, potentially come and take out all of these lows that we built up, but we closed inside the middle of the weekly fair value gap, and then the next week we just opened up and ripped higher. So immediately when I saw Monday, I already had a bullish bias. So Tuesday I was already looking for buys. I think it was a small range day, so I remember I think I got a break even, and on Wednesday I was looking for buys, got a break even before it pushed my way. So on that week, I did have the correct bias, but didn't manage to get in any trades on DXY. So after this weekly closure, we took out the buy side again, closed a little bit inside the range, but this is a pretty bullish weekly closure. Closed above the 2 down close candles, forming a weekly bullish order block. So can't lie, I didn't really have I wanted to see what Monday does and Tuesday to form my weekly bias. So we took out this high, took out the high again. So I wanted to see if we could retrace into this daily fair value gap on Monday to take up this low right here, which we did not. Monday was a small range day, started to consolidate, which to me was 4-hour bullish AMD. Tuesday I was looking for DXY longs from this low, so we came down, and then on this day, once I saw the way we pushed into this low in New York, once I started seeing these hourly closures, that was when I think on this day we had news. So Tuesday 25th, 8:30. Yeah, so I was waiting for the news to pass, and then I was expecting, because we had a strong down move, and then we had no. I was expecting this to be the news manipulation, and then if we had some displacement on I think actually the 5-minute. Yeah, so 8:30. So yeah, I was waiting for a push higher with the news candle. So large move down. If we close somewhere around here, closed above this down close candle, formed the fair value gap, then yeah, that would have been my confirmation to go long on DXY or short on euro. So we didn't get that. I was just like, okay, that hourly closure is pretty bad. 4-hour closure on EU as well. So I was just waiting for the daily close on that day. Once I saw this daily close, firstly we closed below this inversion for value gap because we closed above it. I wanted to see price not lose that level, and ideally just sweep the slow into this daily fair value gap, which aligns with the inversion fair value gap, and then push for these highs. But once I saw we closed like this on daily, as my bias was to look for sales the next day, even though we still had this large bullish daily fair value gap. yeah, the bias was to look for sales for me personally. On the 4 hours, well, we had the closure below here. So once I seen that, my initial bias again was to look for sales the next day from this level. So that was my key level. Let me back out. So on Wednesday, so Monday skip, Tuesday skip, Wednesday, or actually, okay, I'll go over Monday because I did have a trade on that day. Wednesday, I wanted to see price sweep out this high, or actually initially this high. I wanted to see price sweep out this high and then look for lower time frame confirmation from this level, because this was the 4 hour fair value gap. That's it. So we had the 4 hour fair value gap. Price dropped lower in Asia, so immediately I was just seeing all of this as consolidation. So I was literally asleep until around here. Once I seen price not even trading at the key level that I wanted to see, I didn't do anything. So either we sweep this high inside the 4 hour inversion level, but to be honest, I preferred if we tapped the daily at the 4 hour fair value gap as well. That would be more give me more confidence, because we will take out all of this buy side. And then once we had that, I was looking for confirmation on the M15 time frame. So I wanted to see price close below here, and then that would have been my confirmation to go long on euro. And we did get that confirmation, but I did not get an entry. I can't lie. I was waiting for the hourly closure, which was literally just around here, and then I wanted to see the 10 a.m. open high low close in this area for me to get my entry on euro. So I did not get that. Price just dropped lower, and I can't lie, I was pretty tilted about this. So I thought I just completely missed the move, and then price, once I seen price chop around down here in on the next day, like we just pushed straight lower, opening gap, I thought it was wraps, and I thought we'll probably just target all these lows. But then, so Monday, nothing on DXY or EU. Tuesday, bias got invalidated. Wednesday, missed entry. Thursday, I wanted to see price come into this 1 hour fair value gap for a new setup, sweep this high, and I believe this is a 4 hour fair value gap. Yeah, so 4 hour order block, 4 hour fair value gap. I want to see price tap this level and then see if I can get another confirmation lower. But once I saw price, I think this was London session, yeah. So once I saw price take out the Wednesday lows, the previous Wednesday lows, and then I saw this bullish reaction, and we also took out a previous day low. So the current candle was looking like a sweep of this low and already pushing up higher. So once I saw that, I was pretty flat on my bias for the day. Plus we closed the block above the opening gap, and we formed this 1 hour fair value gap. So once I saw price tap the level that I was looking for, the 4 hour fair value gap for sales, I wasn't too sure on the bias here because of what price was doing prior. So I can't lie here, I just I stayed flat on my bias. I wanted to see what price would do here, and it was good on this day as well. It was bank holiday, Thanksgiving, so I already knew this is a skip day once I saw price do this move, and then I knew it was going to consolidate for the whole day, so I skipped it there. I'm lying, I took a trade on another pair, but I'm gonna go over afterwards. So on EU, it was a skip for me, EU GU. So yeah, once I saw price consolidating like this between the gap and this 4 hour fair value gap, it was best for me to to call it a day. And then Friday, I wanted to see another sweep of the previous day high, because we formed. Okay, no, we didn't form a daily fair value gap, but we formed this high that was resting inside the order block and a 4-hour fair value gap. So I wanted to see price take out this high one more time, but the issue was for me was that it was a Friday. It was a Friday late into the week, and it's the last day of the month. So I wasn't. I mean, there was a possibility that we could sweep this high into the 4-hour fair value gap and then displace low, which is what happened. But I can't lie, I've seen this hourly closure above the high and above this fair value gap on the 1 hour, and then I saw this candle as well, and I can't lie, I called it a day straight up. Even though the 4 hour didn't close above the order block or the fair value gap, the 1 hour closures gave me indication that I can't lie, it's probably a skip here for me. So I wanted to see how the weekly candle will close, and then if I quickly go on euro, same thing. On that day that I missed the entry, I wanted to see price lose the 15-minute fair value gap here, and then I can't lie, as soon as I see this candle close, it didn't close above the fair value gap yet. I was hesitating on whether I should just long it here, even though we haven't closed above yet, but we literally closed above the next candle, and I wanted to see price tap the fair value gap, but we didn't. We just pushed straight higher. So once I saw price around here already, I already knew that I missed my entry, and that's it. I can't lie, probably no trades for me on that day. And then on a 4 hour, and then once I saw price sweep this high in Asia, and then we started displacing lower, I can't lie, on DXY it didn't look too bad, but EU was the one that was more concerning to me because we started to form bearish structure, lower for making failed swing highs. This OB making a lower low, propulsion block, tap this 1 hour fair value gap, another propulsion block. So yeah, that's indicating bearish order flow. So I wasn't too sure on the bias for this day, and then we also closed about below this 4 hour fair value gap. So yeah, I can't lie, I had no clue on Thursday, on Thursday, that's it, on Thursday, plus it was Thanksgiving, so it was a skip. And then since on Friday I wanted to see price take out the high into the 4 hour fair value gap, I wanted to see the same thing on EU. So EU, I want to see this low get taken into this hourly order block and then see a push higher. But then I quickly looked at the charts, and then I saw this closure with no reaction to the low, and then I saw this candle closure below the 50% of the order block. So I was assuming that we're probably bearish, and we're probably going to take out this low next. So yeah, in Asia, swept the high into the 1 hour fair value gap. Another 1 hour fair value gap, making lower lows, no reaction to the low, closed below it. And even the 4 hour, that's a pretty bearish closure. But yeah, and then once I saw on DXY, I was looking through on my phone, I saw that we closed below this 15-minute fair value gap in New York. I can't lie, I had a bit of a hunch feeling that we would sell off here, but the the reason I didn't take anything is because I already wrote it off in my head that, yeah, I can't lie, last day of the month, I don't think I want to take a trade here, to be honest. So yeah, I can't lie, I skipped it. But do I regret not taking a trade here? I can't lie, this would have been a really nice one. Inverted the 4 hour fair value gap, broke structure, closed below this 4 hour fair value gap as well, retraced into these fair value gaps, even broke it, forming another order block. So yeah, I can't lie, I do a little bit regret not taking a trade here, but I know that a lot of Fridays, they tend to be, you know, consolidation profiles, and knowing what Thursday's done, like, it's Thanksgiving, bank holiday, next day, last day of the month, I don't know, I didn't want to get caught up in a chop. So yeah, I just skipped it here. But yeah, skipped it, and of course price just fucking tanks, takes out the low, and then now we're back here. So no trades on EU this week. I had UJ instead, so I can't lie, the first trade I had on UJ was on Monday. No, was it Tuesday? So I seen this large push up on UJ from the previous week, and I was just expecting a retracement. So once we formed this 4 hour bearish dealing range from the high to the low, I wanted to see price retrace back into the 50%, which lines up with this fair value gap and this high. So we came back up, swept the high into the fair value gap, and then I wanted to see some confirmation. But I can't lie, because the setup was forming in around Asia, I used the hourly time frame for confirmation here, because I don't usually trade Asia. So once I swept the high into the fair value gap, went lower, consolidated, we formed another high, we swept it, and then we closed above these two down close candles, and these up close candles form an order block, and then these down close candles forming a breaker. That was my and the fair value gaps. That was my confirmation to short that here. So I shorted here, my stops at the highs, and then I targeted this low for 2 hour trade. And yeah, that was what I took on Tuesday morning, Asia time. Hit TP in London session, and then on a daily we formed this. We have this OB, traded into the OB, closed below it, and we closed below these lows as well, which indicates you can expect continuation the next day. So Wednesday, I was expecting if price can retrace into the order block, and then we can get probably shorts towards these lows here, because if you take this dealing range low to high, I wanted to see price come and take out some of these lows that's resting inside the OTE level, so, and resting in the discount as well. So I wanted to see price not take out this high, and come into this 4 hour fair value gap. So okay, firstly, I had a swing entry, because I did not expect price to come out and take these highs. So I had a swing entry around here, a swing entry here, stop loss there, and then my TP was around 2R, I think. It was actually at this low. So I took the swing. Why did I take it here? Because I saw price open up the next day, close to the propulsion block or the order block, whatever, and then I saw this high and this high, and I was thinking, okay, let me half risk it on this high at least, in case price sweeps the high and then just dumps, which is what happened. So I shorted here, stops here at this high, and then yeah, it instantly tanked in Asia. So I thought I smashed it until I saw price failing to get below the lows, and then I was saying if price gets above this this hourly fair value gap, then I'm just gonna close the trade and wait for price to come and take out these highs. And then yeah, that's what happened. Price closed above here, and then I manually closed it somewhere around here, and then price came up, took out some of these highs, and then yeah, tapped the 4-hour fair value gap. And then I did take another swing entry somewhere around here. Shorted there, TP it there for a 3-hour trade, and then I wasn't liking what DXY was doing throughout the week, even though I was bearish on UJ, so I took the swing of half risk, and then if we got a confirmation on intraday, I was gonna add to it. So once I saw price closing below here on a 15-minute time frame, I took another entry here, stops the high, and then TP was, this is my TP. So yeah, that was the intraday trade I took. But the two things I didn't like about this trade was that firstly, UJ was the strongest pair on this day. UCAD on this day dumped a crazy amount. Swiss dumped a crazy amount on this day, so and UJ was still it just got below this fair value gap. So I was thinking if price fails to get below this fair value gap here and just sweeps the lows and consolidates heading into the daily close, I'm gonna just close it at my entry and then look for a new setup tomorrow. So I closed it at break even, and then literally as soon as I closed it, a few hours later, it just dumps almost to my TP, and then it gave this retracement up. And I can't lie, the mistake that I did was that because I was emotional, that I closed the trade here and price almost hit my TP and offered a retracement. I took another entry at this 4-hour fair value gap, somewhere around here like that, and placed my stops at this high, and then same TP level for a 2-hour trade. And then price just started consolidating, and DXY was looking a bit uncertain. So yeah, on this day where I said I didn't really have a strong bias after DXY took out the lows and started doing this shitty price action, and I saw what UJ was doing, just chopping around, and we closed above this fair value gap with this candle. So yeah, I can't lie, I closed this trade for a partial loss. We closed above on a 4-hour here, not that candle. So yeah, I closed that trade for a partial loss, and then that was it. I think that was the only trades that I took this week. It was 4 trades on UJ and a missed entry on Euro, and that was it. I think the only good trade out of all of those, actually there was 2. So the swing entry was good. That one, dealing range high, dealing range low, OTE level, 4-hour fair value gap, daily propulsion block, not expecting price to go for the high. So that was a good swing entry. The confirmation entry was good, but it's just the time of day as well. I forgot to mention that. So the time of day and the relative strength. So I should have maybe considered not taking it, or if I'm gonna take it, at least just hold it and not close it out. So yeah, that was a good trade. The swing entry was a good trade. This was also a good trade 4 hour level, 1 hour confirmation from the level, and then clean trade straight to TP on that day. I think the only bad trade I took was this trade here, the swing trade, because I should have realized that once price didn't take this low and started forming these nasty wicks, that this is probably just gonna be consolidation. With DXY looking uncertain as well, I probably should have not taken the trade, to be honest. But yeah, I can't lie. I think if I didn't close my trade here and I wasn't emotional about it, I probably would have not taken this trade, and I probably would have just been content with the profits for the week. So yeah, I probably would have partialed somewhere around here on this trade, and then missed my TP level here and probably got a break even, and then I would have had this TP here, and then I would have had the break even on the swing probably. So that would have probably been my week. But yeah, and I can't lie, I think I was a bit on tilt from missing my euro entry as well, from this level here. So yeah, looking back at the week in hindsight, I can't lie, I think I could have done better on my emotions, to be honest. But yeah, that's why I'm doing these weekly reviews, so I can just look back on how the week played out and what I could have done better. So yeah, next week, so on a weekly, I'm gonna do the quick weekly outlook quickly as well, what I'm expecting for next week. So we've swept this high. The next weekly candle closed lower, so I'm expecting this to be a 3-bar swing. So we already formed a 3-bar swing, but I'm expecting the fourth candle to be continuation candle, because we swept the buy side twice, and we've displaced lower, and we've closed below the 50% of this order block. So I'm thinking we're gonna go for the sell side here, and we're already in bearish structure on the 4 hour. We've inverted this daily fair value gap. We have this low right here, we have this low we have this low and this low, and we're already in 4 hour. To me, this looks like a 4 hour market maker sell model, so I'm expecting price to continue lower. Accumulation, smart money reversal, low risk sell, silver bullet. So I'm expecting this to be the next leg lower, reaccumulation, and then that's what I'll be looking for next week from this 4 hour fair value gap to complete this market maker sell model until we take out this low. So that this low is the next draw in liquidity for me. 4 hour order block, 4 hour fair value gap. We even swept the previous day high, so there's an extra confluence to expect lower. So yeah, I'm expecting us to open a week somewhere around here, and then Monday look for continuations to this low. This low first level, and then this low is the higher time frame level. So yeah.